Dating life with PA lifestyle. Being Haitian, how did your parents take your career choice? So, what's up YouTube? It's Candy PS with another video. I'm trying to stay consistent, put out a video maybe every month, maybe a little less than that, but I'm trying to get some content out for y'all. So this video is going to be about a question and answering I did on Instagram. So I'm just going to read some of the questions. All right, so one of the questions are, what are your strategies for studying for your exams while being in PA school? So what I would do is I'd probably start 2 weeks out, and then I would go over like 25 PowerPoints on this one, 25 PowerPoints on this day, 25 PowerPoints on this day. And then when it's like a week in, I'd get with a classmate, and then we'd get on the board, and then we just label things like, okay, what is this? Okay, what is this? And then, we throw questions at each other. That's my strategy. What was your typical day like as a PA student? So class starts at 8 o'clock, so I'm probably up by 6:40. I know my roommate wants to leave at like 7:20. So, I brush my teeth, shower, get my clothes on, get to campus. As soon as we get to campus, class usually starts. Then we have a break from 12 to 1. And then if it's on a Monday, Wednesday, or Friday, 1 to 3:30 is our anatomy lab. And then from, I think, maybe like 5 to 11, I am studying. 12, I'm probably trying to go to sleep, and then rinsing. How the first semester went and tips on how to succeed. So I got a tip. If y'all have a cadaver lab, go every day. Even if it's for an hour, like stay an hour later during class, just go every day, because what it looks like on your body looks different on their body, and their body. So just an hour a day, the weekends, go to the weekends, you'll be all right. My first semester went all right. It was a lot of adjusting because it was my first semester, and I never thought that I can study for that long. Never in my life have I studied for that long, but I did it and it worked out. So the question is, what has been some essential things you use to study? So, for my scientific basis of medicine, I use my osmosis sometimes. Quizlet comes in handy. Pants prep come in handy. Definitely the pearls come in handy. What else do I use? Classmates, just them throwing questions at you. Those really are clutch. How is your social life in PA school, especially with COVID? Man, so when we get on campus, we really only see the PT students and sometimes the farm students, and that's basically all we see. Like, there's really no interactions. They want to keep us all separate, so there's really no interactions, and it's a little difficult. But outside of that, it's COVID, so yeah, it's kind of difficult, but this too shall pass, right? How's PA school with the pandemic? So it started off all right. We had to get tested every 2 weeks or something like that, and then we had to do some like a questionnaire every morning. And then I think this was a hybrid semester, like November 14th, we went on to online, and then it was pretty difficult trying to stay focused online because it's online, like your bed is right there. So I learned to, get up and go to the study room or get out of my room. But, it was very challenging, but, we got through, and we're not sure if the next semester is going to be like that, but hopefully not. We'll see, right? Another question is what to expect in your first semester of PA school. So you should expect to hit the ground running, because first week I thought everything was smooth. I was about to make a video. I'm about to say, yo, PA school is a breeze. And then, things got crazy. We had like 3 quizzes, 2 tests 1 week, and I'm like, yo, I don't know how I'm gonna study for this, but expect a lot of hard work. Expect you're gonna study for at least 4 hours a day. You can do it. It's possible. I did it, and I didn't think I can do it, so it's definitely possible. But expect that y'all gonna be alright when y'all do get in. I promise. Y'all gonna be alright when y'all do get in. Y'all got this. How'd you balance social life while in school? Did you get to talk to your family often? So my social life, I gotta talk to my classmates often. But my parents would call me and they'd be like, "Hey, Courtney, how you doing? Why haven't you spoken to me in a week?" But that's my fault. You feel me? I could have reached out, but I'm studying. I'm sure they'll understand. And I usually used to talk to my friends a lot, and now I probably talk to them like once every 2 weeks. But you will still have time to talk to people every day. It's really just, prioritizing who you do want to talk to, because you can't talk to everybody, but you kind of have a social life. Like, you can kind of speak to people. Okay, another question was, any studying tips? Did you have a hard time studying or adapting? So for some classes, no. Some classes was, it was cool. It was, it was a breeze. But there were some classes that took, it took a lot. It took like anatomy took a lot. Pharmacology, there was one section that really took a lot, and then the rest, it started to get like, a little bit easier. But pharmacology is still a difficult class. But yeah, back to anatomy. Anatomy was, a class I did have a hard time adapting to, but a classmate helped me out with that, and I'm good. And it's over with. Thank God. Advice for somebody who would be starting school soon. Some people say don't study, but study for anatomy. It doesn't hurt, studying for anatomy, but make sure you study like the nerves. The nerves is something I had problems with. Innervations and attachments and things like that. So maybe study that, if anything, and go vacation, because you don't have time to be bored in vacation. So enjoy that while you can. Something you wish you knew or something you wish you did before you started school. I wish I traveled, but COVID stopped all of that. What else? Studied anatomy. Your transition experience from work to PA school. It was pretty easy. I mean, yeah, I was working full time, but PA school is damn near full time. You have Saturdays and Sundays off. Just kidding. You're probably studying all day, at least for me. Not all day, but studying a lot on Saturdays and Sundays. So it was a smooth transition, because it's kind of like a job, except it's Monday through Sunday. So it's how to balance a social life as an undergraduate. I'm sure this is different for everybody, but for me, undergraduate was very fun. So, you can definitely make time. So it was like, I think me and one of my friends, we would go to class and then go to the library, and then probably by like 9 o'clock on a Thursday night, we're probably out at Seville. Shout out to those who are in Pensacola. But yeah, just give a block for you to study, and then give a block for you to do something fun. Typical day during Didactic. So I think I said this one before. Wake up at 6:40, 7:20, I'm probably out the house. I probably have 3 classes that day, 3 long classes. I think on a Monday we have a 3-hour class, and then we have a 50-minute anatomy class, and then we have a 3-hour cadaver lab, and then probably around 4 and 5 I'm probably making food, and then 5 I'm probably studying till like 11, and then 12 I'm probably laying in bed trying to sleep. Sometimes I stay up later to study, because I feel like I am more productive at night. This is a good question. Dating life with PA lifestyle. Being Haitian, how did your parents take your career choice? So at first I wanted to be, a PT, and then, I told my parents, they're like, yo, you're switching so much. I'm like, yeah, I'm switching, but they're good switches, right? Like, and my mom is a CNA, and when she found out, oh, she wants a PA, she has a PA at her job, and she was like, oh, that'll be a good one for you. And then, after that, then I told my dad was like, man, that's great. Why don't you go be a doctor? I'm like, No. But dating life, you know, I couldn't tell you because I don't date anybody. A couple students are making it happen. Like they're dating, and you know their significant others comes up, so it's possible. First semester, unexpected fees, group assignments, or things you thought were interested to learn. Unexpected fees. I think I did have maybe one, and that was for like the winter semester or something like that, but that was all right. Group assignments. So group assignments they were actually really good. Like I guess the people I was paired with were really, really good people, so everything was done on time. Things you thought were interesting to learn. So pharmacology is definitely interesting to learn. Scientific basis of medicine is basically physiology is very interesting. And anatomy, the cadaver lab anatomy, you know, I was an exercise science major, and, you know, I learned like basically not almost everything, but I learned, you know, a lot of, you know, muscles. And with the cadaver lab, you actually see the muscles and, you know, where they attach at, and it's stuck way more with the cadaver. So that was very interesting. Finances during PA school. Okay, so they really give you a lump sum. You know, like all other or most PA students, you know, you can't pay for it out of pocket because it's a lot of money. So, you know, you pay for it with loans, and then they give you a lump sum, and it's up to you to stretch it out for the whole year. So the first thing I think I did was pay for my housing. Another student asked study routine. So it's different with every class, but we're gonna start off with anatomy. Anatomy, I would record her lecture. I'd write down everything she said, and I'd match it with a PowerPoint, look at pictures. Then I'd get with a classmate, and then we'd like draw it on the board, and then we throw different questions at each other. And then my roommate makes a bomb Quizlet, and then there's another girl in my class who makes another bomb Quizlet, and then, you know, we just do practice questions like that. That's for anatomy. Phys or scientific basis of medicine, I go through his PowerPoint. I use osmosis. I try to find a question bank, which I don't, but that's how I do it. Question banks are key for me, at least.